Hi y'all, so today we are going to make some bread in my bread maker. I'm actually going to be using this recipe book to make a ciabatta, how do you say it? Ciabatta bread, I think it's ciabatta. I actually got this, it's Canada's Best Bread Machine Baking Recipes. I got this at our half-price bookstore. I like to shop there all the time for books, but anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do this recipe and we are going to use these ciabattas for some meatloaf sandwiches. I'm gonna make meatloaf for dinner tonight, but we're gonna make it into sandwiches. So, my bread machine, I actually got this off of Amazon. This is called a Hamilton Beach bread machine. It was like $98, but I have a little secret for you. You can actually go to the thrift store and purchase bread machines and you will pay maybe $20, $30 for a bread machine. But anyway, this is if you want to make bread at home. So we are going to start. I like to time myself right now. It's 1:58. My daughter's recording for me today. That's Grace in the back. All right, so it's 1:58. I like to record myself just to see how long it'll take me to whip it up. So we're starting here with 1.5 cups of water. I already filled up a glass measuring cup. So 1.5 cups of water. And then it calls for 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So this is a healthier way to make bread at home. And it takes out the guesswork as far as if you are feeding your family healthy things. And then it keeps you from having to actually go in and do everything by hand, although that can be fun too. I realize I'm missing the part. I have to add my little, it's a little spatula that goes inside. This is what actually kneads your bread. So it's 1 teaspoon of sugar that we're adding to this. And then
it's clear.
It's clear.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna add some avocado oil. It calls for olive oil, but I'm sure avocado oil is fine, or maybe some melted butter. And it's calling for 1 tablespoon of the avocado oil. And then next up is our flour. This is going to be the greatest ingredient, so you're going to use the most of this. And it's calling for 3 1/4 cups of flour. And so I'm going to start with my 1/4 cup and just get that out of the way. I always do, I don't scoop my flour because it makes it a little bit airier. This is for if you don't want to sift through your flour. It's better to scoop your flour into your measuring cup. So that's 1/4 cup. This is 1 cup of flour. This is 2. I have to make sure I'm counting. I don't want to lose count.
It's been 2 minutes.
It's been 2 minutes? That's not too bad. We're almost done too.
Yeah.
And then the flour is what takes the longest time. But after that, it's going to knead the dough for me and help it with its first rise. And then I will take it out and then allow it to sit for like 10 minutes. And then it will, after I do that, I'm going to poke holes in it and then allow it to rise for like 30 to 45 minutes. So that's 3 1/4 cups. And last but not least, because this is going to give us our rise, is yeast. So you can use quick rise yeast, which is instant yeast, or either you can use bread machine yeast. I've never seen bread machine yeast personally, so I just use the quick rise instant yeast. This calls for 1.5 teaspoons, right? Yeah, wait, yeah. 1.5 teaspoons. So that's 1 teaspoon. The yeast, when you are using bread machines, it always goes on top of the flour for the most part. And then there's your 1/2 teaspoon. Alrighty, I already have my dough cycle selected. It's gonna take it an hour and a half for it to complete, and then I'll come back. I forgot to record this part, by the way. It is 2:02, so as you can see, it didn't take that long for me to put all of those ingredients in. Okay, so my timer just went off on my bread maker, and this is what we have here. As you can see, the dough, it's kind of a sticky dough. And I read that is normal, so here we go with the next step. Okay, it calls for it to be placed on a lightly floured board, so I did that. Again, like I said, this is a very sticky dough. This nice sticky dough. And it's even like sticking on the inside of the look how icky sticky. Now, I was reading here in the instructions, it says, this is a very sticky and moist dough, but resist the urge to add more flour, because that's exactly what I want to do. Like, oh, it needs more flour. No, it says to resist the urge to add more flour. So I'm gonna do that, even though my hands are telling me add flour. So I'm just gonna bring it together like this. I probably should have wet my fingertips. I'm just gonna bring it together like this and take the excess dough off of my fingers, because we want that to bake up. And then all I'm gonna do is cover it for 10 minutes. Okay, y'all did not get to see, unfortunately, the monstrosity that happened here. I say monstrosity because this dough is so sticky, y'all. What I ended up doing was using my dough scraper, and I literally, I'm just gonna move this over. I literally just cut it in half. It was so sticky, and I had to like scrape and scoop and plop. So I plopped it down on this baking pan. This is a non-stick baking pan, so it called for a prepared baking pan. My pan doesn't like oil on it, so I just didn't add anything. And so after that, I floured my fingers and I stuck my fingers in there. And this one, you can kind of see some of the holes, but this one, you cannot. But that's okay. We're gonna still do it. This is why this channel is called Learning Together by Grace, because some stuff I'm trying for the first time, like this ciabatta, have no clue what I'm doing. None. Just following the directions and hoping for the best. I'm coming back because I forgot a step. I was supposed to lightly dust the ciabatta with flour, so I'm going to do that. Voila. I guess that's lightly dusted, huh? All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna put my towel over it to allow it to rest for that 30 to 45 minutes. Y'all, I'm back, I know. Because I realized I didn't read the directions all the way. I was supposed to form this into some ovals. I know y'all were probably like, for those that have made ciabatta, y'all were probably like, she didn't do the ovals, y'all. She forgot that step. Well, I am here to say that I am back. And yes, I know, I'm playing with the dough some more, and I know it's a no-no to play with dough, especially once it starts rising. But here I am, being a little recipe bread rebel, and I'm trying to form an oval as best as I can, because I'm trying to get a nicely shaped ciabatta. It's not gonna be perfect. It's not, I can tell, but I bet it's still gonna taste good. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Here we go. We're covering it back up. All right, I'll come back in a bit. Y'all, it is time. I went on ahead and preheated my oven to 425. I checked it at 30 minutes and it was almost there. So I preheated my oven, but this is what it looks like. We will see. Now what I'm gonna do is actually get flour on my fingers. Look, I'm trying to hold my camera while I do this. We'll see how it works. But I'm supposed to stick my fingers in it again. I don't like this part. you're supposed to stick your finger in it again. I just realized what I did, and so I'm gonna put a little flour. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just making it work, okay? Just making it work. This is real life. Because I don't want to stick my doughy fingers back in there. It can ruin my flour. All right, here we go. And then I'm gonna stick my fingers in here. Actually, it's better this time. It's not as sticky. Yay! Alrighty. And you stick it all the way to the bottom until you feel the pan. That's what it said. Now we are going into the oven. Alrighty, y'all, so a part of what I need to do is every 5 to 10 minutes spritz, look, it's steaming up, is to spritz the bread with water, but I do not have, I have a spritzer, but it has my oil in it. So I'm just going to, hold on, pull it out a little bit more. Y'all, I think I need a new baking pan because it's starting to lean. But anyway, I'm just gonna put my hand in some water and just sprinkle it on there. My hands are clean. I always wash my hands. I overly wash my hands, actually. So I'm gonna do that. It's been 10 minutes, so I'll do it in another 10 minutes. I got here just in enough time. I was walking over here to check it because my bread smells extra brown. Let me see. Let me turn the timer on. I didn't even get a chance to spritz it again, but my lovely oven, it cooks so fast. Oh yeah, I think that's done. It smells really good. So that was 20 minutes for me. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna allow it to cool. Let me take this out. I'm gonna allow it to cool, and then we will cut into it and see how it tastes. That's my ciabatta. Okay, y'all, welcome back. So I am about to cut into the ciabatta rolls. We're gonna see how they taste. Are you ready? I'm certainly ready. All right, here we go. All right, y'all, here goes. I am going to actually try to pretty it up. So I'm gonna cut this side. Oh gosh, no, let me come on this side so that you all can see it. Ooh wee. It is so soft on the inside. Look at that. Look at that spring. Can y'all see that? It is so soft on the inside. I'm like, okay, you may have done a thing. Let's taste it. This is good. I think this is my favorite bread that I've made so far. That's really good. And it's just so soft. And more, like, I wasn't expecting it to be soft like that, but it is really soft. It tastes butter. Even though I didn't put butter in it, it tastes very buttery. Y'all try this. I didn't do it perfectly, but as far as the steps, but nonetheless.
Can I try?
Here comes Grace. She wants to try. Yeah. You're right. What do you think?
10 out of a million.
Oh, 10 out of a million, y'all.
I meant a million out of 10.
Well, I am going to cut this up nice and pretty. Because like I said, we're doing this for our dinner tonight for our bread. So I'm just gonna cut the quarter pieces, and I'm sure everyone will be in here snacking on it.
I want more.
Here, you can have some more of this piece. Here, just pinch off some pieces. But this is definitely a bread that I would make again. It definitely is. I'm like really blown away by it, to be honest with you.
Can I take this whole piece?
Ah, dinner is gonna be served soon. So I'm just gonna cut these in. Actually, let me do this. I mean, it is so soft. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Oh my gosh, like it's soft. I'm trying to cut it in half. Maybe I'm gonna have to pull it apart. Yeah, pulling it apart is fine. Still kind of steamy. But yeah, oh my word today. I am making this again. Hey, are you gonna make it? Are you gonna try it out? let me know if you try it out. Let me know if you got a bread maker, and what bread maker you've gotten, and or what bread maker you have. This is going to be a bigger piece. This can be for my husband or my son. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just kind of blown away because I wasn't really expecting it to turn out this good, especially it being my first time. I think I'm just gonna have to pull that apart. Especially it being my first time, like I was not expecting it to be like super great, but I will definitely, I already know this is gonna be my here, I think I'm gonna have to cut this. This is gonna be one of my family's favorites. Definitely gonna be one of my family's favorites. And it honestly wasn't that hard to make. The steps, you know, may be long, but as far as making it, it was not that hard to make. I honestly feel like I don't even know how to end this video, because I'm just really blown away. I'm blown away that this worked for me. I'm just taking the crust pieces off so that I can cut it better. Oop, we got a stray. So that I can cut it better, like, you know, bread pieces. But it smells amazing in here. The bread smells amazing too, and I really like this recipe. I know I keep rambling on, but my gosh, I really like this recipe. This is good. This is good. I'm proud of myself. You can be proud of yourself. See, I learned something new today, y'all. So don't be afraid to learn something new. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Hey, I don't even know. Honestly, I've seen ciabattas in the grocery store. I feel like they're usually a little bit bigger, like thicker maybe. I don't know. But nonetheless, they're good. I mean, this is really good. And honestly, this tastes way better than the store-bought ones. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. It tastes way better than the store-bought ones. I'm happy I did this. You guys try it out and you let me know how you did. You guys make sure that you comment, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, that notification bell, so that you can get notified when I post more videos. They're coming. I'm excited about this. I want to learn from you. If you guys think that I could have done something different with this, then let me know. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.